Hey guys, welcome to my my idea, or rather, my thoughts on what you would think is the proper option for the finale of the console version of Injustice 2. So, spoiler alert. So, who would you rather choose, absolute power or absolute justice? So here's how this absolute justice goes down. You play the rest of the game as fighting as Batman, and you send Superman at the very end to the Phantom Zone. I would honestly go with the Batman one, because after watching the Superman one, which is going on right now, but yeah, and here's why I would rather choose the Batman one, because Superman kind of in the Superman ending, when you play as Superman for the whole rest of the story, um yeah, he kind of bonds with Brainiac's ship, becoming sort of a Injustice version of Brainiac Superman, and turning Batman into a Brainiac Batman, and ruling over the Earth as Brainiac Superman. Which is why I'd much rather have the normal Batman good absolute justice ending. Because now I need to go over my ideas. Which would be the better, which would be the more correct option? Absolute power or absolute justice? Hold on, Jake is texting me. Alright, back. Yeah. So what would factually be the better option? Factually, I hate, it might be weird to say this, but the more factual one would actually be absolute power. You know why? Here's my reasons why absolute power would be the more mathematical correct one. Because we haven't had a truly... Because the whole fact that Brainiac and Superman, that they are linked together, making Cyborg Superman and Cyborg Batman, that it works. And that every hero, every villain, there has to be someone who rises up in the next Injustice game. Probably if it was if absolute power was the actual, but the weird thing is, the truth is that factually, for for an injustice, this is, if you choose the Superman ending, you get like the bad ending in a way, which I kind of find to be a little interesting, that you can have a good and bad ending in Injustice 2. And that changes the name of the entire chapter. But how it splits up the Justice League in like a civil war, better than Batman v Superman, it kind of works in my opinion. So, god damn it. So, one of my final cases for this is, well, the whole storyline of everything would make more sense with it, actually. Because if there's to be an Injustice 3, why not the end of Injustice 2 is just or less as tragic as the first game? Which in this case, absolute justice would be the end of Injustice. Like, the Injustice series would be ended by then. While the other one would have a reason for it to continue on to an Injustice 3. Heck, even like Street Fighter go on to an Injustice 4. Yeah. But now let's go over why the the more factual that absolute justice would be worse in a factual standpoint. Because if everything's true and good, Superman's locked up in the Phantom Zone, then there's no reason to continue onward. But the reason why... The main thing... The main thing about how it's not factual is that it's completely towards the final... Like, the true final fight has come kind of thing. Which is why I'm seeing my likeness that it's just plain the fact that was just the whole thing with it being how this works is that every game is supposed to end it either in a dark and grueling way. If there's games to be on, the good ending would not make any sense. So anyway, hold on. I'm gonna see if anything's going on. Sorry, it's really hard when Jake is texting me, but I'll just pull through and eventually. But I have a few more points to get across. How I want more Injustice. So far, Injustice is one of my favorite game series of fighting games of all time. I haven't been playing Smash lately because since the Switch is out, nobody's been playing the Wii U anymore. So I'm waiting for Smash Switch. But right now, when I'm getting a PS4 for Christmas and a Switch for my birthday, I'm pretty high opens for Injustice 2. Either I'm gonna buy the Ultimate Edition or the regular. I'm probably gonna buy the Injustice Ultimate Edition. So the reason this part is more factual because people probably want more Injustice. If people want more Injustice, they need more to look forward to. So the more of a cliffhanger you have, the better sequel you would have. And I bet in the regular one. But then although the good ending with true justice, absolute justice, I mean, then Supergirl would be the new Superman in the Justice League because Superman is in the Phantom Zone forever, as so that ending implies he'll come back. But yeah, that's probably not going to happen if there's a sequel. But hey, all things are considered. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this idea. If you think differently about what should be the true ending to move on to the next game, if there is one, then put that down in the description and I'll see all you in the next one. Bye-bye. Sorry, not Markiplier.